about what else you're wanting. Are you dating?
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm wanting to date.
Yeah.
It's limited resources out there, right?
Yes.
Welcome back to That Liminal Period. It's your girl, Chun-Li Shoddy. By now, I'm sure you guys have already seen the viral clip of Vivica A. Fox saying that she is accepting applications for her next man. So the entire interview with Hoda actually occurred about a month ago. However, the part that a lot of people are clipping and reacting to or creating content from is the same part that I'm sharing, quite frankly. And it's the part that she is talking about finding a man. If you guys aren't aware, Vivica A. Fox actually had some beef with Kevin Samuels prior to his passing and said some really nasty things about him after we all got news, right? And so the thing is, she took a lot of issues with what Kevin said regarding successful women, independent women, older women, beautiful women. There are a lot of things that Kevin had perspective on that applied to Vivica. During the time period that Kevin was really popping off, really popular, she was still single. Vivica A. Fox is one of the 10s that messed up. She had all the options and she fumbled the bag. She outlived her shelf life, and for her, she took a lot of offense to what Kevin had to say because a lot of us just can't accept reality. We can't acknowledge it for what it is. And so again, that's why this video is going viral, because it is evident. This harmless conversation, this interview that she had with Hoda was to discuss her upcoming film projects. She made her directorial debut. So again, a woman that is career focused and one that prioritizes her family and her career is talking about still needing a man, still wanting a man, still having a void at the age of 60. And that was the future that Kevin was trying to warn a lot of us young women about. But for some reason, we're so resistant to this information. Oh yeah, it's because of his delivery. We don't like his tone. We don't like what he's saying because it hurts, because it is real.
What else you're wanting? Are you dating?
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm wanting to date.
Yeah.
It's limited resources out there, right?
Yes.
Because I'm not getting on an app.
Why? You're just not into
I'm
it.
old-fashioned. I'm like, I need to meet you and sparks happen and stuff like that, because I just believe people make up stories saying who and what they are.
Exactly.
And
what are you looking for at this stage, this point?
A partner.
Yeah.
And when I say a partner, I want someone that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That's not intimidated by who and what I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
That likes to travel.
Yeah.
Going to let me go shopping.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like you just spoke it into existence.
I hope so, girlfriend.
I feel like you just
so you got, and I'm taking applications.
Oh,
so if you got a friend.
Okay.
I'm good.
We'll be all.
And I don't discriminate. He can be. I'm not against different nationalities. Then you know that too.
So I want to hit pause because I want to recap what she said. She started off by saying, I am interested in finding a partner. However, there are limited resources. This is going back to the conversation that I said yesterday, right? If you guys haven't watched it, go ahead and check out the link in the description. But women, even when they are provided with the options that they say they're interested in, men that are career oriented, men that are family oriented, men that want to have fun, that want to travel, whatever, whenever they get that option and it's presented in front of them, they still fuck it up. They still fumble the bag, whether it is they break up with the man, they get a divorce, or they just simply look over him and look at the Chads and Tyrones. Women like Vivica A. Fox have had these options, have had these men at her fingertips. And even then, there are limited resources, and now she's still looking for a man at 60. So again, I ask, were none of these men up to your standards? I'm just curious because I don't know how familiar you guys are with Vivica's dating history, and this is not a video to focus on it, but she's been with very high value men. She has been with NBA basketball star Dennis Rodman. She's been married before. She was actually married, I want to say, for like 2 years. She has dated Jamie Foxx. And of course, who can forget, notoriously, she had a relationship with 50 Cent.
What I hear coming from her is what I hear come from Lonnie Love and a lot of these women. You're using your platform to attack and target high-value black men. That playbook is dead. The times have shifted. Younger women are looking at the Vivicas and their mothers and their grandmothers and saying, and their aunties, and say, I don't want to be no parts of that. They're angry, they're upset, they're mad, or whatever, and they will be loath to admit it, that they know in their heart of hearts they've missed their shot. They know they missed their shot, and you can't turn the clock back.
And
the
it's
fact
sad.
that most, and this doesn't give me any particular pleasure to say it, the fact that most will die alone is maddening to these women, and they're going to make black men feel their pain. Why? Well, especially if you're a woman like that, where you've accomplished something. You're not working retail somewhere. You're not working as an accountant somewhere. You actually have had a career. And she looks at her white counterparts or non-black counterparts, and they were able to parlay that career into access an opportunity with other people, other men, and to lock down a man and produce a family. What did you do with what do these women do? You can look at the women who are the most angry, the most upset, the most sour, the most bitter sounding, and ask them, what have they done with the education, income, and access that they have? What have they done with it? They always want to throw it up in your face, what they got. Okay, but what have you done with it? And sadly, what has gotten most of them is not what they want. It's not what they want. So, when we look at what 50 Cent said, that he said he likes something exotic. You know what exotic is in the black community? Femininity, submission, cooperation. That's exotic. That's exotic.
African American women on a consistent basis. One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, he was a shock jock. And, you know, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, you know, the fact that he killed over real quick and was supposedly with a woman that we don't yet know the nationality, rest in peace.
So I want to share these two clips with you so that you can kind of get the background and understand the context and conflict that Kevin and Vivica had. A lot of the critique that Kevin would provide to young women were not necessarily directed towards any particular individual. Like, he never said Vivica ain't shit or that she's unwanted or that she's unlovable. However, there were a lot of women, especially black women, that took offense to what he had to say. And the sad reality is it was because they were the exact example of what he was talking about. They are the example of the future that women don't want. It's ironic that Vivica said the statements that Kevin made were to elicit shock or to get responses out of women. However, she is literally living out the story, the plot that Kevin described to so many young women, the story that we've seen so many times before. And Vivica is not the only one. The reason why, again, that this is going viral is because it's happening in real life, and it's with a woman who actually had issues with Kevin, the man who was telling us and trying to warn us from all of this. Okay, as crazy as it sounds, but just off the top of my head, I can think about plenty of women that fall into the same category as Vivica. We talked about Ebony K. Williams. We had Stacey from yesterday, Halle Berry, Jennifer Lopez just collected her 6th ring. There are plenty of women that are just not getting the results that they are wanting because they didn't do the work.
60 feel on you?
Well, my knees. Some days.
So if you want to talk about karma,
Some days
Vivica.
be like, okay, let's go get some little help right there, some shots or something.
Yeah.
But I'm so comfortable in the skin I'm in.
Yeah.
The British men love us.
Yes.
Did you get to go out? Did you like turn a few heads? Did you get a few numbers, Vivica?
I did. We went to dinner one night at the Woosley, my friend Paul and I and BJ. And when I walked in, it was a little bit of like, is that some chocolate going by or what? So I did not disappoint.
She's still a
but I didn't
beautiful
come home with
woman.
any numbers.
A lot of these women are still beautiful. They're still considered to be attractive women. For her to be 60, she is in very good shape. She looks great. This is only 5 months ago. That's why I said I don't know what she recently had done to her face. I don't know. Was it just some Botox, some fillers that went wrong? I don't know. Okay. But this is her just a couple months ago. She looks great. And yes, she's probably going to get some attention when she walks into a room. However, she's still left with no numbers. She still went home alone. She still went home with her producers and her makeup artist. That's it. That's the sad reality. And if you did take Kevin's advice and get a dog, you wouldn't be alone when you got home. The last clip I'm going to share with you guys is actually a very old interview. It was from 10 years ago where Vivica A. Fox sat down with Oprah. I don't want to spill the beans, but essentially this interview was to talk about her upcoming projects as well as some of her regrets and desires in life.
I had read that you really have a great relationship with your nieces and nephews.
Yes.
Do you ever miss being a mother?
Of course.
Really?
If that's the biggest regret of my life that I have was that I didn't have a child, but I'm a good godmother.
Really?
Oh yeah, I bring the best gifts and throw the best parties. If that's the one thing that I have a regret about, that would be that I didn't have a child.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't expect that answer.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys understand why I wanted to share this clip. It is further evidence that Vivica does not want to be alone. She admitted this 10 years ago with Oprah. At the age of 50, gorgeous Vivica A. Fox is sitting there admitting that she regrets that she never had a family, that she never had a child. And the thing is, a very big component of having a family is going to be the husband, is going to be the father of your child. And so, again, at the age of 60, she is still in the market and she is still looking. I think that if there was a voice of reason that was guiding young Vivica, then she would have been married and had children by now. I think that if 40-year-old, 50-year-old Vivica was open to getting constructive criticism and was taking it seriously, then she would have made those changes and adjustments to be married. And another woman I'm thinking about, top of my head, is going to be Amanda Seales. She's another beautiful woman that just can't seem to keep a man. And again, it is the same type of masculine energy. I don't really want a man, I just want a partner. And I think it's sad because I think that there is something deep inside Vivica that is feminine, that yearns to be a mom, that yearns to be the wife, because every woman wants that, right? And anyways, actually, no, maybe not everyone wants that. Not every woman, because we remember how butthurt everyone was with Harrison Butker's commencement speech. But anyways, if you guys haven't checked out that video, also do as well. Another humble plug. I enjoyed this conversation. I look forward to speaking again with you guys next time. Bye.